darn welcome. This will be another hacking quiz. You guys seem to love it last time, so let's continue. The game is, I show you a picture, you tell me how to hack it, and if you don't know, I will tell you. Let's get started. Number 1. What exactly are we doing on this image, and is any of this useful in any way whatsoever? What do you think? I would say it is helpful information, but it's not something that is immediately exploitable. The most important part is the fact that we are looking at all of the different users in the etc password, but more interestingly, we can see all of the ones that actually has a home folder, right? That has been bashed. So we can see that there's a user called IT guy. Guest is probably not a user. The home folder is temp guest, right? But we can definitely see that there is a user called IT guy that might be a legitimate user. Because we are currently under the context of www data, right? So most likely we got a happy little shell from a web server, right? And we land as www data. That's very common. But we do have a user called IT guy, and then we of course have root. So that's just interesting information, right? It's just nice to note so that we might be aware that this might not be a path where we go instantly from www data to root, right? Maybe we have to go from www data to this user IT guy and then root, or maybe not, right? It's just something to keep in mind, and this is why I like to make this check as one of the first things, just to keep an overview. Okay. So what exactly are we seeing here? And does this look exploitable to you? Yes or no? What do you think? I would personally say that it heavily depends. Now, it looks incredibly interesting, that's for sure, right? The www data can run this particular binary, the backup.pl from Perl, right? So you can run Perl and then this script right here as root with essentially root permissions because that's what sudo L is checking. What this user can run as sudo, right? So that is definitely incredibly interesting, but we don't know for a fact that this is exploitable. We will have to enumerate it further to actually check, but I would say that this looks incredibly interesting, that's for sure. So, okay, so what about this scenario? We're doing some extra enumeration. Does this then guarantee look exploitable or not really? Like, what do you think? Okay, so we are essentially catting the backup Perl script, right? That we saw earlier with sudo permissions that we could run. We can run the backup.pl with Perl, right? So that we know. And it's running this script right there. So it's essentially Perl is essentially executing the copy.sh in the etc folder, right? etc copy.sh. And it's we can essentially achieve this as root because we can run the www data with root permissions, right? Because of the sudo-l permissions we can see, right? So that we know so far. And then the backup.pl script itself, we actually have execution right, as you can see right there, okay? At the very end, that's essentially what everyone can do. So the first one, the first 3 right here is what root in this scenario can, the owner of the file, where you can say root right there, they can read and write. And then the group can essentially read, but then our user, or essentially everyone, can read and execute the script right here. So that's nice, we can execute the script, right? Makes sense. But the more interesting part is the etc copy. They, for some reason, have some random reverse show, right? But this doesn't really matter. This could essentially be anything because our user has read, write, execute over copy.sh. So that means that we can essentially write whatever we want in this script, and then we can execute the backup.pl as root, and that script is executing copy.sh, which we can write to. Okay, because we can see it right there. So we can essentially just put a happy little shell right here, right? We can make bash in SUD binary, and this should be pretty GG. And I would say that this is guaranteed exploitable because of the information we're doing here, right? We're doing some checks, and here you see, right? We are essentially echoing a little shell, right? A bash reverse shell into copy.sh. Because once again, we have write permission to this shell script. And then we are executing Perl on the backup.pl file. And then we have a listener on the right side right there. And then we get a shell as root, right? So yeah, hope you enjoyed that little quiz. And if you find this video useful, then you're absolutely gonna love this. We have a massive, free-to-try, 25-hour plus OSCP course that you can see that people are just absolutely loving. That inside gives you all of the resources that you need to crush the OSCP. We have a massive roadmap that literally covers everything. We cover initial access, privilege escalation, Windows and Linux. We cover Active Directory. We cover post-exploitation. We cover lateral movement. We cover pivoting, tunneling. We cover the exam. We cover the reporting. We cover all of the attacks that you need and all of the techniques that you need for OSCP. We also cover all the rooms that you need to do and all of the rooms is linked inside. We cover Active Directory chains as well. And we literally cover everything. And you will instantly get all of these resources once you join. So click the link down below, try it completely for free. I'll see you inside.